Hi everyone, this is Han. I'm from Sony Malaysia, and today is our actually first ever alpha full frame video from Sony Malaysia. And on my left hand side here, as you can see, this is our latest A7 Mark III, and then in the middle here is our flagship APS-C model A6500, and then this one here is like a sensor size comparison. Okay, the topic today is actually about why full frame and what is mirrorless and how mirrorless actually benefit to everyone. So before I go into the differences and then what are the benefits, so let me just jump into this tool for now, and then let me remove the lens. So let me show you what is full frame. Okay, on my left hand side is a full frame sensor, on my right hand side is the APS-C sensor. So what it means that when it refers to full frame, it actually refers to the sensor size. In here you can see, so the bigger the sensor, the better in short. And then you can see these two, so you can see these two different sizes. So this is just like a comparison chart between from a full frame sensor and all the way to a compact camera, because actually what happens is that there's a different range of sensor within all the different camera devices. Even in your phone right now, there's actually a sensor inside, but it's very tiny. So sometimes when you try to take photo at night time, it looks grainy, it doesn't look as good because the sensor is too small to attract more light. What happens is having a bigger sensor to allows you to attract more light, better details, like a better dynamic range, and also like more depth of field control, like like the 3D effects. That's why people actually likes it, because you can see the photo bits of 3D effect. So let me rewind again. So I will just put it back for this one for now. Like I said, in full frame, there's three benefits. One is a broader dynamic range, and the second is you have a low light capability, which is better ISO and high ISO. And then the third one is about the depth of field control. So for dynamic range, in camera, actually all these cameras, they can capture in RAW file. What happens is that RAW files, they allow you to store more data compared to a JPEG file. Whatever you see on your phone right now, mostly they're all from JPEG, and JPEG is actually like a compressed data. So for RAW file, you can see more color information, brightness, luminance, everything in the RAW structures. But what happens is that you need to use software or post-processing software to actually extract the information. So all these cameras here, they can take RAW file. So when you put the file into computer and you edit it, you can see the differences. Even for hobby, for professional, they will need to actually access it, so they can have a greater control to create a better pictures. That's why phone, it have a limitation on phone, and camera, you can do much more. Those that's just a dynamic range alone. You can see there's a comparison site I'm actually showing all right now, and you can see there. Also, the next thing is about the high ISO. So I did a test. I went to KLCC. So I did a test about, let's say, having an APS-C sensor and a full frame sensor, which is an A7 Mark III and also A6500 next to each other, side by side, and you can just look at the noise level as a comparison from side by side. You can see that having a smaller sensor has, although these two cameras shooting at the same ISO setting, they will also you see that on the full frame has less noise. And both photos actually take in RAW. I did not do any adjustment at all. I just enlarge it, enlarge it into pixel level, and you can see both side by side. Having a full frame sensor will give you better ISO capability, which is at low light, you will see that it has less noise. And compared to APS-C, you have more noise. And both of these cameras also have the 74 megapixel sensor. Lastly, which is the depth of field control. So basically, having a bigger sensor will give you more of the, what do you call it? When you say depth of field, it's about the part where from the camera to the focus area, and then to a focus area to the back. So there will be an out of focus area, and the focus area, and out of focus area, out of focus area. The focus area is our depth of field. So having a bigger sensor will give you more bokeh, a background blur. So all this can be a bit technical. So I will show you the picture in the video. You can see that. So having both shooting side by side, you see that having a full frame camera give you more depth of field control. So this is where people likes it, because when you see all the photo of the hobby, or you go to professional, you see, oh, how they take this fancy photo, and it looks so good and naturally because of this depth of field control. So there you go. That's the three benefit of the full frame sensor. So let's dive into the mirrors for now. And in front of me, you can see there's two mirrors camera here. And what happened is that when you're looking for a new camera, let's say a full frame camera, you can basically look into this Alpha 7 Mark III, which is very good for a starter. Also, if you want looking for more affordable options, you can look into A7 Mark II as well. That one also a good camera for a start. So, why mirrors and what it is? Basically, if you remove this, okay, you can see the sensor to the mount is actually very short. So basically, the difference is that compared to DSLR, DSLR has a mirror in front. So that's why there's a bit of gap, and how it becomes very bulky, and mirrors become very small. And now you can see also can fit palms of my hand, is very small. And then because of the mirror in the front, it blocks the sensor to do many different things. So when the mirror is in front in the DSLR, you can only, like when you focus and take a photo and the mirror is up and the light comes in and take a photo. So when the mirror is actually down there, it blocks a lot of stuff you can do on the sensor. So for mirrorless, that's the future. When you remove the mirror, it can do much more things on the sensor itself. What you see is what you get. Basically, whatever you see from the viewfinder or the screen, when you take a photo, it's actually what you get from the output for the image. That's the first thing. And then the other thing is that you can do fancy eye autofocus. Because for our Sony flagship camera, it can do eye tracking all the way to the corner. So where DSLR can't. And thanks to the mirrors, they call mirrorless structures as well. So and next to it, this one can do 10 frames per second autofocus and also silent shooting, especially in this model. So let's say, let me do a bit of demonstration here, okay? And then let me just jump into the setting for now, and then I can just take a photo. So you can see here, okay, this is shooting very fast. So you can see it. So this is shooting at 10 frames per second, and it's freakingly fast. And basically this one is actually doing autofocus and auto exposure together at the same time. You can see it's very long. And actually you can take photo in full silence as well without the moving shutters. So basically you can take photo in, let's say you don't want to disturb the subject, you can use that function as well. And then I'm going to show you about, okay, this camera actually can do, because this camera has 693 autofocus point, it can track the subject all the way to the corner. So from corner to corner, and then you can see in the video right now, there's someone is moving, and from left and right to left. And as you can see here, it tracks the subject all the time and all the way to the corner. So this is the benefit of full frame mirrors, and something that DSLR just can't because of the mirror structures. The sensor is always exposed to light and also doing autofocus at the same time. So it can do more stuff with mirror structures. So there you have it. There's a benefit of the full frame sensor and the benefit of the full frame in the mirrorless camera as well, as you can see right here. So actually in Sony Malaysia, we run all sort of workshops and events. So if you're interested, just go into our Sony website to find out more from there. Okay, there you go. This is Han from Sony Malaysia, and also I welcome you to join our Sony Alpha full frame mode in Sony Malaysia. So there you have it. Okay, I'll see you soon in the near futures. Thank you very much.